Welcome, everyone, and happy Monday morning to you. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us for this special event this morning. I'd like to thank our esteemed guests, Mayor Brandon Scott, Senator Cory McCray, and CEO of the Enoch Pratt Free Library, Chad Helton, for joining us this morning. Quick round of applause. So whenever we have a staff meeting or a public event, I like to ground us in OpenWorks' mission first and foremost, which is helpfully right there on the lobby wall. OpenWorks' mission is to make tools, technology, and the knowledge to use them accessible to all. And in that sense, OpenWorks and the Enoch Pratt Free Library are in the same business. We are about promoting literacy, in their case, book literacy, in our case, technical literacy. We're in the business of providing resources to the citizens of Baltimore, whoever they are, whether they are undocumented, whether they are immigrants, whether they are children, whether they are old people, and everyone in between. We are in the business of getting people into well-paying jobs. We are in the business of helping people start businesses. We are in the business of providing a safe, accessible third place where folks can get out of their homes and create lasting social relationships. In this way, we support all the citizens of Baltimore. Now, OpenWorks is earlier in its journey than the Enoch Pratt is, but we hope one day to blanket this whole city with the level of resources that Greenmount West and Johnson Square and Oliver now enjoy, being able to walk to OpenWorks by building more of these centers across the city. We've embarked on an ambitious expansion plan, the cornerstone of which is expanding over west in partnership with Coppin State University. We announced a capital campaign last year and have now raised about 50% of the funds necessary to build a second permanent location at Walbrook Mill. And in the meantime, we have opened a pilot space on the first floor of the Coppin State University College of Business and are now currently offering free classes and programming to both the Coppin State community and surrounding neighborhoods, supported by both city and state funding, for which we're very grateful. Our partnership with the Pratt goes back to 2023. Under the prior leadership, we signed an agreement. We have provided training to Pratt staff. We have hosted the Bookmobile, and now we are walking forward hand in hand in the next step of our partnership, which is the Pratt Anywhere program. The Pratt has generously provided resources through the Mayor's Office of Recovery Programs to outfit our computer lab with Pratt computers and software, provide free broadband to that space, and provide free digital literacy training, which kicked off with our very first free community class this past Wednesday, which we were very excited about. We now offer that lab free to the community. You don't have to be a member here at OpenWorks. Anyone can walk in any time of day. And then later this year, we will be renovating our lobby and providing some workstations directly in this space as well, to make it a little easier after hours for anyone to access these resources. So with those, with that being said, I'm extremely excited to kind of cut the ribbon this morning after many, many months of hard work. I want to recognize all the Pratt staff that have contributed to this project. It's too many to go through by name, but the Pratt IT department, the Pratt marketing department, the Pratt education department have all been an invaluable source of support here. So round of applause for our partners. And with that, I'd like to introduce Mayor Brandon Scott.
Thank you very much, Will. Good morning, everyone. All right. Senator McCray said we're in East Baltimore, not West Baltimore. We'll do that again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Will. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you to OpenWorks for all that you do for our community. We have two mayors in the building. We have the mayor of Johnson Square. Madam Mayor, thank you for allowing us all to be here this morning. This is truly about partnership. And when you think about all that's happening in Johnson Square and Oliver, really all across Baltimore, when you see that progress is the result of partnership. And this partnership here today that we're cutting the ribbon for is opening doors of access to people in our community. As Will said, it's helping to expand the footprint of an ever-expanding footprint of the Enoch Pratt Free Library, that you cannot go into any corner of this city and do not see that impact that has gone much beyond books, into technology, into everything that our community needs. So thank you to the entire team at the Pratt for understanding as we evolve as a people that they had to evolve as an organization and continue to spread that. And one of the most important ways in today's society that we do that is through technology. And the technology being offered here is software that, quite frankly, most people can't afford to have in their homes, right? And that now be open to our community members to come in here to learn, to do the things that they need really now to even just survive in today's world. And it's all thanks to the great American Rescue Plan funding. So we're going to continue to thank our forever president, President Biden, and our forever president, Kamala Harris, for that funding. Let's just give them a big round of applause. They said eggs were going to go down. They went up. I just want to remind everybody of that. But also want to lift up the team from our recovery office, Director Kearney and her team, who've done a great job of shepherding that $641 million for the city of Baltimore, once a lifetime investment that you guys used to hear all these stories about, like the city doesn't know what it's doing with its ARPA money, and then it just got real quiet all of a sudden. It just got real quiet because we knew we had a plan and a strategy to make sure that we're having impact throughout the city in many different ways, and investing in things and investing in organizations and programs that will impact people's daily lives in a very deep and rich way. So thank you, Director Kearney. And again, thank you everyone for being here, and we'll continue to spread the great work of the Pratt Library and all our organizations like OpenWorks throughout the city of Baltimore. And with that, I'm now going to bring up to the microphone, he's been here a little long now, so now he's no longer a new Baltimorean, but the Pratt CEO, Chad Hilton. Come on up, brother.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you all for being here. Really excited to be here. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Senator McCray. Without your support, we couldn't be here. And thank you, Will, for all that you've done. And thank you to our staff for all the work that you've put together to make this project come to reality. We are so thrilled to open the first Pratt Anywhere project here at OpenWorks. Big thank you to everyone. And the Pratt, our goal is to give people the resources and services to help them achieve their goals. And that success extends beyond the doors of our libraries to locations like here. Pratt Anywhere at OpenWorks provides access to 17 state-of-the-art workstations with high-speed internet and the latest technology, including Adobe Suite. That means that graphic designers, aspiring filmmakers, and anyone that wants to do that type of work has the ability to do that right here. And it's such an impressive and an amazing thing. In addition, the Pratt will be providing some free technology and digital literacy classes here on site, as well for the general public. The new lab will be open anytime the makerspace is open. That allows customers to access the technology beyond the hours we keep at the library so that people will be able to access these programs in a meaningful way. So, without further ado, I would like to really say thank you whenever it comes to how we were to get these funds. It would not be possible without the American Rescue Plan, as the mayor said. And I want to thank the mayor and the mayor's office of recovery programs for their support. This is our first location like this in the city, and later this year, we plan to open up another Pratt Anywhere location at Rita Church Community Center in Clifton Park. So the Pratt is committed. Yes. The Pratt is committed to serving our city. Everyone on the staff is committed to serving our city, and we do not take this work lightly. And we know that we would not be able to do this work without the leadership of our lawmakers. And so thank you very much. And at this moment, it is my pleasure to introduce one of our biggest supporters, both here and in Annapolis, Senator Corey McCray.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? All right. First, I just want to acknowledge, I see Will from OpenWorks. You always have me in this building, so thank you for the phenomenal and great things that you all are doing. My CEO of my libraries, Chad, just thank you for your leadership. Bustling, rustling, right here in the city of Baltimore. Mr. Mayor, I think I see you like every other day, every other week, where we're doing great things in the city of Baltimore. And JJ, let me be clear, I also know my politics, so I too want to kiss the ring and say it's always good to see you, Madam Mayor. Just in reference to the work that you're doing in Johnson Square, thank you for your leadership. You see, y'all, when we think about our library, it's just not about some zip codes, Terrell. It's about making sure that we have access to all zip codes. And you see, Mr. Mayor, this isn't the library that we grew up in. This isn't the library that we grew up in. A lot of our young scholars, Shemaya, unfortunately, they don't go on vacations during the summer. They don't go to Six Flags or things of that nature. You know what they have, Chad? Our library. You see, I can remember growing up with a single parent. And I can remember me and my sister, at that time, we had Kurt Smoke as our mayor. And the biggest thing that we had going on in our city was the race to read. And I can remember in that race to read, myself, I read 103 books. And if you see my little sister, you tell her she only read 100 books that summer. But it gave us the opportunity to learn. It gave us the opportunity to grow. But more importantly, imagine yourself in a position as the CEO, the mayor, the executive director, or even a senator within the great state of Maryland. And Shemaya, this isn't just about our young scholars. When we think about workforce and the workforce opportunities from 3D modeling, access to job opportunities from the technology that we have right here in OpenWorks, I say thank you for that respective leadership. And then I also want to lean in, Will. You see that Chad said that we're not just stopping at one stop in East Baltimore. He also said that Rita Church is our next stop in East Baltimore. So let me be clear, we're just getting started. But you see, y'all, as I give my final thanks, and I've said it to my mayor, I've said it to our CEO, and I've said it to our executive director, but Mr. Mayor, you're right. It's a young lady that always sit very quietly in that crowd. And a lot of times when the ARPA dollars was coming to the city of Baltimore, they would say that Baltimore City did not know what they were doing with that $600 million. And then I didn't realize it was a lot of naysayers. It was a lot of criticism in reference to the ARPA dollars and that $600 million. But I didn't realize, you're right, it got very quiet. And it got quiet, Director Kearney, because we know the level of excellence, we know the level of determination in reference to pushing it out and doing what it's supposed to do. You making the money work and you making it stretch. So I say thank you. Mr. Mayor, I'm gonna close because at the end of the day, I'm always happy about these moments. And I'm just thankful that not one day goes by where you do not lift our young scholars, but more importantly, creating equity and access for each and everyone. And everyone in this crowd, they all know it. So I say thank you for everyone that showed up today. But more importantly, once again, we're just getting started.
All right, well, with that stirring speech, we're going to head to the back here and actually cut a ribbon.
2, 3.